Well, here in Los Angeles, local authorities and community leaders are speaking out, asking for restraint in the face of the violence in Baltimore. CBS 2's Jeff Nguyen joins us live now from downtown LA with that part of this story. Jeff.
Pat, we're seeing a strong security presence at this shopping center. Up the street, we are seeing security guards as well as police officers. All this comes after word got out that a demonstration would take place at the corner of 7th and Figueroa. Right now, the LAPD says it is keeping watch to make sure nothing bad happens. Near the USC campus today, LAPD officers patrolled in pairs, in cars and on foot. The department remains on what's called a blue alert following violent unrest in Baltimore that was sparked by protest against the death of Freddie Gray, who died in police custody. Today, Reverend Mark Whitlock, the executive director of USC's Cecil Murray Center for Community Engagement, spoke with the pastor who delivered the eulogy at Gray's funeral to figure out how to rebuild after the riots in Baltimore.
Right now, we're asking for calm heads, because if you burn a building down, it takes years, if not 50 to 100 years to rebuild.
While images of destruction from Baltimore run across TV screens, LAPD Chief Charlie Beck says his department's blue alert has been slightly misinterpreted.
Earlier this weekend, we became aware of communications from ISIL that called for the targeting of law enforcement or members of the armed forces. Because of that, we put people into two-person configuration in the cars.
The chief says when the Baltimore Blue Alert came out, it extended what was already in place.
So we are primarily a two-person unit police department.
Former Long Beach City Council member Stephen Neal says he backs the police, but he doesn't support the misuse of force. He's been working to open dialogue between clergy members and law enforcement.
We have to make sure that when injustice is inflicted on a community, that it's dealt with and it's dealt with responsibly. And I think that's the challenge that we see. The broader community does not believe that it's been dealt with responsibly.
The LA County Sheriff's Department says that it is not under a blue alert. Chief Beck says he will decide what to do on this matter based on what happens day to day. We are live in downtown Los Angeles. Jeff Nguyen, CBS 2 News.